It is with great, great joy that we come forth to speak to you. We are speaking to each one of you. This gives us the great and the grand opportunity to make ourselves known to you in a slightly different way. There are many, many wonderful ways in which Spirit can make their presence known to you. And we would not for one moment say that one is better than another. There are differences as there are differences in your own lives. There are those in the world of Spirit that gather together, those who are loving in heart, those whose vibrations blend together. You are likewise. But we in the spirit world perhaps are more defined with those vibrations, so that we can truly say that as we speak to you this day, we, the unified ones, are of the same mind, the same thinking. Therefore, that gives us the opportunity to blend together and to be able to also bring our great voices to you in many different ways. We think so much alike that sentences are filled with the same thought without hesitation. We perhaps move from one to another and allow a greater volume of voices to come forth to you. This is simply to give you some idea of the expanse and the wonderment of unification. We are all involved in great unity, and it is the unity of life that brings about the greatest of harmony. If you yourselves can think together in peace, in love, in balance and harmony, you will have it all. And there will indeed be peace upon your earth. There will be wondrous peace. Wondrous, wondrous peace. So that everyone is offering the highest and the best to one another. It does not still mean that everyone is totally alike. That would take away one's own expression of personality, of character. And it is not the works of the Great Spirit to bring about uniformity in such a way that everyone is the same. For it is your uniqueness that is the joy to behold. It is the wonderment of your presentation of the truth of your own being. And so, dear ones, if you aspire yourself to the great, great beauties of life, you will find that you are generating a wonderful volume of love to those that you meet, to those that gather around you, to those that are connected in realization to the truth of their own being. It is easy for one to know in theory, to read, to listen to the truth of words. It is another to have that realization, that knowingness. Seek to know, my dear ones. Seek to know that which is resonating within the heart of your being, that you may naturally live the truth of your being. Oh yes, it is easier to be said than really to act upon. It is not so easy to live your life when others are tormenting you in different ways, causing you disturbances from within. We do not expect you all suddenly to become totally illumined, for it is a gradual process. But we would say this, that you will have your times of great illumination, where you feel so uplifted. You feel that you have raised your consciousness, your expansion of your own consciousness that streams out in every direction, that you feel fulfilled in a greater way. Step by step, enlightenment is attained, degree by degree. Cannot consider yourself as totally illumined, totally enlightened. For it is a long journey, and many traverse this path in the world of spirit, only to discover there is always a little more. But rejoice. We say to you, dear ones, rejoice. Rejoice in every experience that you have. Do not grade it in your own mind, and do not compare it with others. For that only allows your own ego to step in, often very silently, often without any warning whatsoever. But it will creep in if you begin to compare yourselves. How can you compare the great power of the light? How can you compare it in one or another? For you are stepping backwards out of the light when you do this. For when you acknowledge in truth, in knowing that you are this great and glorious Christ power, you do not compare, you do not judge. You simply be. You are indeed that. The I am. We would be very joyful to see you all rejoicing in your own upliftment, rejoicing in your own great power. This has nothing whatsoever to do with your own ego. But does not the sunlight itself seem to have a joy in it? You simply have to be as a beautiful spiritual sun, generating that light in your heart for all to share. Stand tall, each one of you, stand tall. You may be shorter in stature. That may be the case with you. But it makes no difference, the physical height, the body. For the spirit is the beauty of your being. The spirit is the truth of your being.
The spirit is you. Simply almost shrinking in some ways into a smaller body or a larger body, whatever the case may be. But you are having this glorious experience in your material world, and you have the great delight of being born into the wonderment of your own temple on a planet that is very, very beautiful. Keep your eyes open and absorb that beauty, even when you are simply looking at pictures of great beauty. There is a beauty before your eyes. Let your sense of feeling absorb it. You are all blessed with a sense of feeling. It is up to you as to that which you select. You can select the beauty and draw it to yourself and express even greater beauty. Or you can draw that which is of a heavier nature, and you will then give out that heavier nature. Use all your senses, your sense of sight, your sense of hearing. Do not let sounds irritate you. For it is quite possible to cut off your hearing from disturbing sounds if you are not attuning yourselves to those sounds. So we say, dear ones, we say, in the great expanse of those that are present here, use all the great gifts that each one of you have, for none are without. And we do not look and say or even think one is greater than another. Listening to the silence is of great beauty, for you are listening to the peace, the stillness within yourselves. And in that way you are connecting with the stillness and the peace within all others. The great divinity within each one. So let peace be yours. And always, always we say to you, express your own grandeur, but be not aware of it. For when you are feeling love, you are expressing the great grandeur within you. But look not at yourselves. Look at the grandeur within all others, the divinity within all others, and honor that divinity. When you do not, you are affecting the divinity within yourself. Does not the sun shine on all on a sunny day? It does not shine just on a few that walk on one side of the walk path and not the other. All receive, all even. The power is not greater for one than the other. It is as with the great power of this universe. It is there. It is there regardless of your weather formation. It is there. So absorb, dear ones. Feel, dear ones. Praise the beauty that is before your eyes, your taste, your touch, and express yourselves in this wondrous way. Come with great love to you. We would have you feel that love. And as we withdraw in this manner, there may be one or two perhaps who may speak to you. We are all of different vibrations. But all survive the earthly life, whether they desire it or whether they do not. It is a part of life. It cannot change. It is the law of the universes to be so. Feel that peace, dear ones. Feel that peace.
Feel that glorious peace that unites you in the great wonderment of life. Calmness, stillness. May blessings be upon each and every one of you. In all you think, say, and do. Blessings to all.